Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the heart of Japan with a guide on how to make the absolute most of your trip to Tokyo. We're talking about the mistakes that many travelers make, myself included, especially when I first got here, so you can sidestep those pitfalls and have the smoothest, most enriching experience possible. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned traveler, these tips will help you navigate the bustling streets, immerse yourself in the culture, and truly appreciate all that Tokyo has to offer. From simple greetings to transportation hacks and uncovering hidden local gems, we've got you covered. So grab your notebooks, get ready to take some notes, and let's make sure your Tokyo adventure is nothing short of incredible. Stick around to the end for some bonus tips that will have you feeling like a true Tokyoite in no time. All right, let's kick things off with a big one: communication. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Mark, I don't speak Japanese. Is that going to be a problem? And the honest answer is, it doesn't have to be. While many people in tourist areas will speak some English, even attempting a few basic Japanese phrases can go a long way. First off, it shows respect for the local culture, which locals truly appreciate. A simple konnichiwa, hello, or arigato gozaimasu, thank you, can instantly make interactions more pleasant. Plus, it can be incredibly rewarding to navigate even basic exchanges in a new language. Trust me, I've been there, fumbling through phrases with a huge grin on my face, and the locals always respond so positively. It's all about the effort and showing that you're genuinely trying. Don't worry about being perfect. Even if your pronunciation isn't spot on, the effort itself speaks volumes. Think about it. Wouldn't you rather someone at least try to communicate in your language rather than just assuming you speak theirs? Plus, learning a few key phrases can be a fun and rewarding part of the travel experience itself. It adds another layer of immersion and connection to the culture. So, before you go, spend a little time getting familiar with some essential phrases. We're talking greetings, basic courtesies like please and excuse me, and maybe even a couple of phrases for ordering food or asking for directions. There are tons of great resources online and apps like Duolingo that can help you pick up the basics quickly and easily. Trust me, even a little effort can make a world of difference in how you experience Tokyo. Every culture has its own set of customs and etiquette, and Japan is no exception. But don't let that intimidate you. Think of it as a fun opportunity to learn and engage with the culture on a deeper level. One of the most important things to remember is the concept of respect and politeness, which is deeply ingrained in Japanese society. You'll notice this everywhere you go, from the way people interact with each other to the meticulous attention to detail in their surroundings. One of the first things you'll encounter is the custom of bowing. Now, you don't need to master the perfect bow, but a slight inclination of the head as a gesture of greeting or gratitude goes a long way. Another important custom is removing your shoes when entering homes, temples, traditional restaurants. Basically, anywhere you see a designated shoe rack or a step up. It's a sign of respect and cleanliness, and it's something you'll want to be mindful of. Speaking of cleanliness, you'll notice that Tokyo is an incredibly clean city. One thing you won't find easily is public trash cans. This is because people are generally expected to carry their trash with them until they find a designated disposal area. So if you've got a snack or a drink on the go, be prepared to hold onto your trash for a bit. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference in maintaining the city's pristine environment. When it comes to dining, there are a few things to keep in mind as well. It's considered polite to use chopsticks properly, and don't worry if you're not a pro, most places will have forks available if you ask. Slurping your noodles, especially ramen, is not only acceptable, but often seen as a sign of enjoyment. It's a way of showing the chef that you're really savoring the flavors. And lastly, remember that tipping is not customary in Japan. In fact, it can be seen as awkward or even insulting. Okay, now let's talk about exploring Tokyo beyond the typical tourist hotspots. While places like Shibuya Crossing and Sensoji Temple are iconic for a reason, venturing off the beaten path will reward you with a deeper, more authentic experience. Tokyo is a city of neighborhoods, each with its own distinct personality and charm. So don't be afraid to hop on the train and get a little lost. One of my favorite things to do is wander through the back streets, soaking up the local atmosphere and stumbling upon hidden gems. A cozy cafe tucked away in a residential area, a small family-run restaurant serving up incredible home-style cooking, or a unique shop selling handcrafted goods. For a taste of traditional Tokyo, head to areas like Yanaka or Kagurazaka. These neighborhoods have a nostalgic charm, with narrow streets lined with wooden houses, traditional shops, and temples. You'll feel like you've stepped back in time. If you're into fashion and street style, you can't miss Harajuku, known for its vibrant and eclectic fashion scene. Explore the back streets and side streets to discover independent boutiques, vintage shops, and quirky cafes. For a more laid-back vibe, check out Shimokitazawa, a bohemian neighborhood with vintage clothing stores, independent bookstores, and live music venues. And for a taste of Tokyo's cutting-edge art scene, head to areas like Tennozu Isle or Roppongi, which are home to numerous art galleries, museums, and installations. Remember, the best discoveries often happen when you least expect them. So, be open to exploring, follow your curiosity, and see where the city takes you. Now, let's talk transportation, because getting around Tokyo is surprisingly easy and efficient thanks to its incredible public transportation system, especially the subway. Trust me, once you get the hang of it, you'll be zipping around the city like a local in no time. At first glance, the subway map might seem a little daunting, but I promise it's much simpler than it looks. The key is to get a prepaid IC card, like a Passmo or Suica card. These are rechargeable cards that you can use on subways, buses, and even at convenience stores. Super convenient. When you enter and exit the station, just tap your card on the designated reader, and the fare will be automatically deducted. You can purchase these cards at most stations, and they make navigating the system a breeze. Another tip is to download a subway navigation app like Google Maps or Hyperdial. These apps will show you the best routes, transfer points, and even estimated travel times. Super helpful for planning your journeys. During peak hours, the trains can get crowded, but don't be afraid to squeeze in. It's all part of the experience. Just be mindful of your belongings and be respectful of those around you. And here's a little bonus tip. Consider traveling during off-peak hours if your schedule allows. You'll have a more comfortable ride, and you might even snag a seat. Plus, you'll avoid the morning and evening rush hour crowds. Once you've mastered the subway, you'll be amazed at how easy it is to get around. You can reach pretty much every corner of the city, from the bustling shopping districts to the tranquil parks and gardens. All right, let's talk about packing, because nobody wants to be that person lugging around a massive suitcase through crowded train stations. Trust me, I've been there, and it's not fun. Plus, Tokyo is a shopper's paradise, so you'll want to leave some room in your luggage for all the amazing things you're going to find. First things first, pack light. Choose versatile clothing items that you can mix and match to create different outfits. Layers are your best friend, as the weather in Tokyo can be unpredictable. Comfortable shoes are a must, as you'll be doing a lot of walking. Tokyo is a very walkable city, and you'll want to be prepared to explore on foot. Now, here's a big one. Leave the bulky toiletries at home. Tokyo is full of amazing drugstores and beauty shops where you can find everything you need, and probably a few things you didn't even know you needed. Pack a small, reusable shopping bag. You'll be surprised how often you'll use it, whether you're picking up snacks at a convenience store or carrying souvenirs from a local market. And here's a little bonus tip. Bring a small portable charger for your phone. You'll be using it a lot for navigation, taking photos, and looking up information, so it's essential to have a way to keep it juiced up on the go. Remember, packing light is all about being strategic and choosing items that serve multiple purposes. And if you happen to forget something, don't worry. You can find pretty much anything you need in Tokyo. So there you have it. Those are my top tips to help you avoid common mistakes and make the most of your time in Tokyo. Remember to embrace the local culture. Explore beyond the tourist traps, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Tokyo is an incredible city that has something to offer everyone, and I know you're going to have an amazing time discovering all that it has to offer. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel inspiration, and be sure to share your Tokyo adventures with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Thanks for watching. We hope these tips help you have an amazing time in Tokyo. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and guides.